What is up, everyone? Thanks for stopping by. Wanted to do this quick little video on my updated everyday carry. So as some of you may or may not know, I did do an EDC video a while back and the carry has changed a little bit, but it hasn't changed a whole lot. I'll try to leave links to everything down in the description below, but some of these items you can't really get. If you're in the EDC world, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. Most of the stuff stays sold out and it's kind of hard to get. You either have to find it on secondary or you have to wait 6 years to get it direct from the website like Chris Reeve. We'll get into that. So I'm gonna go over my carry kind of in sections. I'm gonna start with my left pocket and then I'm going to rotate around to my right pocket and ending with my back right pocket. So I have 2 items clipped to each pocket. I really don't like clipping any more than 2 things to a pocket. So starting with the left pocket, clipped on the pocket, my most used item in my EDC is my flashlight. Now this is the Okluma Dc0 in titanium. I waited a long time to get this light and it is worth every penny. So this light is $450. I remember when I was first kind of getting into the EDC game and I first saw the price of this and I was like, oh my goodness, there is no way I would ever pay that much for a flashlight. And here we are, I have one now. So yeah, why is it worth $450? Well, to most people, it probably isn't. If you like stuff that is made in the USA by good people who stand behind their products and just simple products that will work all of the time, something that you don't have to worry about using, and something that has a lifetime warranty. So this light, it has low moonlight mode, medium, and high. So I would say my most used mode is probably high, but the moonlight mode is also helpful if you're walking around the house at night and you don't want to wake anybody up. That can be really helpful. This thing is like my prized possession. It never leaves my pocket and it will probably be in my pocket for the rest of my life. Once again, this is the Okluma Dc0 in titanium. Also clipped to my left front pocket, this is the Smooth Precision Pens Tiscribe version 2.2. Now this is made out of titanium, but he does offer a lot of different materials like zirconium and copper. This company was formerly known as Urban Survival Gear, but they have since rebranded to Smooth Precision Pens, and they make, in my opinion, one of the best EDC pens out there. Once again, it's a bulletproof construction. I really like the way it carries in the pocket. It's not a deep carry, but it also sticks out just enough to where it's easy to grab. The pocket clip is replaceable, and one thing I really like about this is you can get a maintenance kit if you want to replace your tip. It's super easy to do. If you have the maintenance kit, you just stick a screwdriver in there. You don't have to have the maintenance kit to do it, but it does make it a little bit easier, mainly because the maintenance kit comes with something to hold the pocket clip with, so it just makes it easier if you ever want to change it out, get a new one, or if you break this one and have to put another one on there. And the cool thing about the maintenance kit is it's actually a torque wrench, so you actually will torque it down to the exact specs, so you know it won't be too tight and you know it won't be too loose. One of my favorite things about owning Smooth Precision pens is just the fact that you can take apart your pen and put it back together and replace things and customize things without worrying, pretty much. So yeah, that is the Smooth Precision Pens Tiscribe. This is the version 2.2, but he's constantly improving his pens, so I'm sure there will be more updates, and I'm sure this pen will continue getting better, although I'm not sure how, because in my opinion it's really already perfect. But yeah, that is all I have clipped to the front left pocket. Moving down into the pocket, we have my, if I can get it out, we have a handkerchief. Now this is from Mighty Hanks. I always like carrying this, mainly because it has a microfiber on the back, so it's really good for cleaning glasses and camera lens. Yeah, not much to say about this. Mighty Hanks, they make really good hanks, and yeah, like I said, nice to have around. The wallet is the OpenSea leather mini gun deck. Now, I've tried a lot of different wallets, okay? Leather tends to be my favorite. There are some hard wallets out there that I do like Ridge and Travax, but I always seem to come back to the leather wallet. OpenSea leather makes, in my opinion, the best leather wallets. This specific wallet is made out of kangaroo. It's impossibly thin. Like, I'm not sure, it's so thin. Like, the first time I saw this thing, I was just staring at it for like 5 minutes, just dumbfounded, trying to figure out how in the world it was so thin. So yeah, pocket presence is basically nothing. Like, this thing, you will forget it's there. You'll constantly be feeling for it. I have 3 cards in here. I have my credit card, my license, and I believe my insurance. Yeah, I don't like to carry a lot of cards, so this is the perfect wallet for me. If you do like to carry more cards, he has a bigger version, and that can house, you know, half dozen or more cards with ease, and also cash if you like to carry cash. Definitely, he has something to everyone. I will leave the link in the description below if you want to check out his stuff. Typically, lead times are around 2 to 3 weeks, but it might be more if a lot of people order, but it is definitely 100% worth the wait. So yeah, this is the mini gun deck by OpenSea leather. I have one last thing in my left pocket before we move on to the right pocket, and this is called a curator. Now, this is made by a guy named Jamie. You can join his Facebook group. He is a really great guy, and he makes these things. These are called curators. He makes a lot of different things. Nooks, he makes beads, stuff like that, but this in particular, I've been trying to get one of these for a couple years now, and I was finally able to score one. If you don't know what it is and you're wondering what it doesn't really do anything. It's just a really cool piece, and it looks great in photos, and it's nice to just kind of hold it, and it's kind of soothing. Got a really nice weight to it, and yeah, just a sick piece overall, and I'm super glad I was able to score one. This is never leaving my pocket. Moving on to the right pocket, I have a couple of things clipped, like I said. First up is my knife. This is the reeve Sebenza 31 in large. Now, this is made out of titanium. I've tried a lot of different knives. I like to have something that I can use and count on, and this is that. This is exactly that. You can use this, count on it. It's always going to be there for you. You can take it apart, put it back together. It's always going to go back the same way. And I just really like the way the Sebenza looks. You're going to pick up all of these nice scratches. I'm not sure if they are showing up on camera, but it does get this really kind of worn look to it. And in my opinion, it just looks amazing. This knife is completely overbuilt. It's very, very tough. Sebenza means work. I forgot in what language, but that's what Sebenza means, is work. So not much to say about this knife. There's a lot of videos on it. It's one of the best for a reason. It's just a knife that you can always count on. Made in Idaho, fantastic knife. I will never sell this knife. And I do carry 2 knives. We will get to the other one at the end. But yeah, that is the reeve Sebenza 31 in large in titanium. Also clipped to the right pocket is my pry bar. Now, this is probably the second most used piece in my EDC, right next to the flashlight. And the reason is, you always want to use a pry bar for the stuff that you don't want to use your knife for. You can use a knife for basically everything, but you don't really want to, because you want to save your edge as much as possible, and you don't want to be prying with your knife. So that's where a pry bar comes in. And this one is the Sidepeice by Nice Guy Machine Company. Now, this is made out of 6AL4V titanium. Archie has a YouTube channel. Definitely you should go check it out if you are into this kind of stuff, because he makes these pry bars, and he has a few different other pry bars, and he makes some beads, and all of his stuff is absolutely amazing. He makes killer products. His designs are amazing. This is the perfect pry bar. There's nothing that I have used that has even came close to looking this good. It will never leave my pocket. Now, moving down into the right pocket, I have probably way too much stuff. I'm just gonna bring it out all in one hand. So I have all of this. Now, this is a lot of stuff. Starting off with this, inside the slip, I have a Breakfast Club EDC coin. And this is another Facebook group, just a really, really awesome group of people. They basically love all things EDC and food. So yeah, that's right up my alley. Also in the pocket, I have the Lautie, if I think I'm pronouncing it right, mechanic. And basically what this is just a spinner, but it has magnets in it. So you put it on your finger and you're able to kind of get this haptic feedback whenever you spin it. So it's really satisfying. This one is in stainless steel, and yeah, overall just a really satisfying kind of little fidget thing. Bic lighter, pretty self-explanatory. I also like carrying Zippos, but yeah, right now I'm just carrying the Bic. This is another Facebook group. This one is called the Zero Fued MX1. So it's just a single little clicker. This is machined out of stainless steel, and you can take out the keycap and replace it with custom keycaps, and you can also take out the switch and replace it for your switch of choice. Just another piece of kind of pocket art and a fidget. Doesn't really do anything except click. So yeah, that's that. And lastly, in the right pocket is my Pete's Pirate Life V1 titanium coin. This is really special to me. I was able to go to Blade Show this year and actually got to meet Peter himself and pick this up, and it has been in my pocket ever since. You can see it's kind of developing some of those snail trails that the sebenza also gets. So yeah, this looks sick, and yeah, it means a lot to me. Won't be leaving my pocket. Last but not least, we have the other knife that I was talking about. This knife has been talked about quite a bit. This is the Shirogorov Neon Zero. Now, Shirogorov is based out of Russia, so all of their knives are made in Russia. They are made to extremely tight tolerances, just as the Chris Reeve are, but they have this certain style that is just so unique. And by far the best part about this knife is the action. It's like it's buttery smooth. I could do this all day, and that's actually a big reason why I carry this knife, is to fidget with. So I could flip this, I could do this literally all day. I have done it all day. Just an absolute joy to flip. It has that fall shut action. These things can be a little bit of a pain to take apart. You do need a special tool. This looks like a flathead, but if you use a regular flathead, you could risk kind of slipping out and damaging these scales, and these scales are not cheap, so you definitely don't want to be scratching them. If you want to see an in-depth video on any of these items, just drop me a comment down below and I will make that video just for you. It'll be a bonus video, so it might be like on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah, that is my EDC for summer of 2023. It might change a little bit in the future, but yeah, none of this stuff is going anywhere. So yeah, maybe we do another video in the future if it changes at all, but yeah, for now, it's gonna stay the same. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.